Yes, Mo Chukwudi here, reading from the content of my diaries. So, during the time our mother was sick, I was doing two things. The first thing I was doing was keeping attention and keeping eyes on our mother to make sure that she was okay. Even though they have left Lagos and went to the village, I was constantly visiting the village to stay with my mom and then see how she was doing, and then also give some moral support to my dad in managing with the situation our mom Nonimia. So the second thing I was doing was digging in my inquiries to find out how it was done, what was done to our mother, and what are the lessons, and how what should I do about it. So I needed to be able to find out how the money ritual thing was carried out, as far as it has involved the life of a mother. So during my inquiries, I needed to seek the possibilities of communicating with people, the herbalists that are actually in the field of helping people to conduct money rituals, which was not very easy because you needed to be, an original applicant to be able to get such information from them. So, but these were based on informations I was able to pick here and there about how these things was done. So as far as money ritual is concerned, the first thing that happens, the first question is that onyo onwere, do you have a mother? Gisha gi nwere nne. I should go, okay, yeah, uzeka bala mbishi. So this is what you are going to do. As for the mother, I'm iji mama, I'm iji mama mmadụ were ji mụọ ego. There is three options. The first option might be very difficult because if the mother have stopped menstruating, it will be difficult to grab specimen of her blood, which will be deposited after her menstrual cycle, which will be now used to perform a ritual that will now warrant her to begin to dry up and then die in the process. So that one might not be very easy, where probably the woman might not be very careless with her menstruation pad, or it might be difficult for somebody to get hold of it. So the second option now is to go ahead, use a scissors or a razor blade, slash some part of the hair, and then wrap it up in a small bag, and then take it to the herbalist, and then it will be used to to conduct the money ritual, which will now, the consequence will now be that the woman will begin to have mental disability, because the hair that was taken from her head was in communication with her brain, which she will now begin to suffer as a result of the consequences of using her hair for the money ritual. So the third option now will be the one that the man will now decide that his mother will die. He doesn't care. Let the mother die, because it was believed that mother breast, spill her blood to be able to raise up a child, pressed or squeezed out the breast milk to feed the child until nurture him to adulthood, and then it is also the responsibility of the mother to provide him with money. So it was not it to them, it was not a problem if the mother dies in the process of making him rich. So Yauruma, the herbalist spell these three conditions for the man. Yeah, where I show who Gamaje you think about it 3 days and come back. After which the man normally goes back and say, yes, Obi Akalaya, I'm ready to do it. So he will now want to know which of the three options he wants to take. The third option will now be you'll be given a piece of cloth. So that piece of cloth is like a blanket, maybe a piece of cloth that can be used, maybe a red piece of cloth, or a different kind of cloth, which will be presented. as a new one, you have to give it to, I mean, you take it to where your mother is sleeping. Then you make sure you cover her from head to toe, and then she breathe into that cloth, and then ya breathe hala ya kohalukuru inside that cloth. Food where we area to the herbalist. That is the end. So that, yeah, I mean, in that the third option, the woman has no chance of living. She will die because she has breath into that cloth, and that, and her breath, the breath she has put into that cloth is what has been taken away, and then will be used to conduct the money ritual. And then the woman dies few days after. So that was that. So the second option was the one that was applicable to my mother, where my mother became mentally sick, became in almost like one afternoon. Mama ma bịa wụrụzie onye gbara ara aka na-eji my mother eji. So like from the previous comment I made, my own I related my encounter with Mike's coming to spend the night at our father's house. He wasn't living with us because Ojichala Italy, Lodwo, Kanokadebende Kenya Woku. He was supposed to go back to Apapa and then begin to stay there. So the reason why he moved to Smith Street, which was at the back of our house, was to monitor the shift our daddy now. Ọrụ na mara na she lekwa ihe Mike bịa ime that night, I would have decided to sit up all night until he leaves. But I never knew that he was coming to do something very dangerous. I was busy on the table doing some things, finish what I was doing, and because my hapụrụ bed, because the bed is she like as I tried to explain. So ya jia mmụọ abụọkwanụ n'ala with ụmụnne m. So chi abụọla, even before 6 o'clock in the morning. Our dad ja finish ọrụ around 6 iloma. Before 7 papa anyị abaala. Papa anyị jere night. So before papa anyị na-abaala, Somaike disappear ala. O werela ha chọrọ iwere ni. So it is very clear that what Mike came to take was a portion of our mother's hair, and as a result of that, our mother became a mad woman. Thank you for listening.